is Monday, February 16th, 2026, and it is 11:27 in the morning right now, and on my way into UniFirst. You know, I'm not on my way into work, but I'm on my way over to UniFirst to meet a buddy over there for his lunch break. He wants to check out my new car here. Normally come over and show it to him. And it sucks. The reason I had to get the new car, or teenager texting and driving, speeding, rear-ended my car in a parking space. Sitting in a parking space, kid not paying attention, texting and driving, speeding, admitted it to the cop. Just got his license on Friday, hit me on Saturday. It's like I've told everybody I can't wait for the insurance. People tell me, oh, I would have waited for the insurance. I would have waited for the insurance. Well, can't wait for the insurance for money to get a car and go without a car for God knows how long, 3 weeks, month, 2 months, whatever it takes, you know. Need a car, need to be able to get back and forth to work and to appointments and stuff. And it's really nice, the lady I bought this off of, she kept it registered for me and insured for me until I can register this tomorrow in my own name. Wanted, put it this way, I don't want to tell anyone what I paid for, because people say, oh, you're a liar, you're a liar. Well, I told people what I paid for it, and a lot of people tell me, oh, there's no way you paid that for it and stuff. Well, I got a deal on it. The lady was really nice. She gave me a deal on it. She worked with me, gave me a good deal, just because she felt bad about me getting rear-ended. She's seen my car get rear-ended. Showed her the pictures of it while we were talking and stuff. She said, yeah, I seen that car. I seen you when it happened. She was driving by when it happened and stuff. And she says, oh man, I felt bad for you when I seen that and stuff. She said, I didn't even know that you're the same person. So I got so lucky when I found this car and found her, started talking with her. And she's like, yeah, I'll talk to my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm sure I can let it go cheaper for you. Give you a good deal on it. So I feel so bad. She talked to her boyfriend. Come back out of the house. Yep, I'll give you the deal. Took it for a test drive and everything. I liked how it went. It was good. Sucks the way it happened. I miss my Ford. I really do. This ain't a bad car here. It goes good. It goes down the road good and everything. I've never had a foreign car before. Everything I've ever had was pretty much been all American. I can't say I never had a foreign car because I've had a Honda before. I had a couple Hondas. And I bought a Mini Cooper once. I only owned the Mini Cooper for about 2 days before I got rid of it. The reason I got rid of it was the guy who sold me told me it was perfect, fine shape and everything. I went and looked at it. It looked really good and stuff. I took it for a test drive, drove it around, no problems. Didn't show no issues, and paid him for it, started driving home with it. To find out that the alternator was junk on it. So I was getting closer, got closer and closer and closer to home. My lights got dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until it finally wouldn't run no more, and then I had to push it into a parking lot, went back, bought a battery for it, put it in, brand new battery, got killed within 2 miles going down the road with it. After I put a new battery in, looked into it, and found out it was the alternator. 12 meter. It was no good. And 2 miles going down the road with it. After I put a new battery in, looked into it and found out it was the alternator. It was no good. And why there's no garages within 200 miles of the Bangor area that works on Mini Coopers at all, because they are such a pain in the arse. Like, no garages within a 200-mile radius would touch it to put a alternator in it for me. And I started looking at videos of how to do it myself, and like, I don't want to get into that, because you got to take the whole front end of the car apart. You got to take off the bumper, take the grill out, and all of that. You got to take the whole front end apart to get at the alternator. You got to take the radiator out and all of that. I didn't want to get into doing that myself. I sold the Mini Cooper the very next day after I found out what was wrong with it. Did troubleshooting diagnostics there, figured out what's wrong with it. Didn't want to get into it, and the cost of the alternator was quite expensive for it. Didn't have too many options with it. It was either try to do it myself, which I know I could have, but it would have taken me a lot longer than what the video says, because I didn't have all of those specialized tools that they had. Or the next option would have been to have a tow truck tow it from this area all the way down to New Hampshire, the closest place that works on Mini Coopers. Didn't have the money to really buy it. Didn't have the money to tow it all the way down there to get it worked on. They called garages down there, because everyone said, oh yeah, everyone in this area told me, New Hampshire. And I started calling down there and found a few, and just to put the alternator on, they were saying around $2,100 at the time to replace an alternator on it, because it took so much time and labor to do it. I just resold the car for what I paid for it. The person that bought it off me that it needed an alternator, and I was nice enough to I looked into it. If you have a garage, go to the closest garage down in New Hampshire that'll work on it. Over 200 miles away. Unless you can do it yourself. The guy says, well, I own 4 of them, and he says, I work on them myself. I don't send them to the garage. I got all the tools that are needed. I said, well, I don't have none of the special tools to do it. You know, I got all that stuff. Paid me what I paid for. That was the only other foreign car besides Hondas that I've ever owned. Now I got a Jetta. These guys some room here. Over as soon as this car goes by. I'll say this Jetta handles a lot different than a Ford Focus. Early for their lunch break. Yeah, 11:36 right now. 20 minutes until their lunch break, so. buddy of mine I work with there. Neither one of us have worked in a week and a half now. Waiting for the next job site. We're telling him about the car accident and stuff. Told him how I just got this new car and stuff. He's like, that was fast. Insurance went through that fast? No. Insurance ain't gone there. I went and bought this car out of pocket. Still thinking about getting a truck this summer? And yep, still thinking about getting a truck. He's like, well, what are you going to do with the car? Are you going to sell the car, or are you going to keep it too? Or I said, well, I'm going to keep the car too as a backup if I buy a truck. Once I buy a truck, I'm going to get a truck this summer, and I'm going to keep my car as a backup. Actually, I might drive this as a main car and keep the truck as a backup, depending. But this will probably be the backup because I would drive the truck a lot more, honestly. But like I said, depending. Like, I want to go to work for myself, so if I get a truck, that would be my main vehicle, honestly, because I'd be working for myself again, like I used to do way back when I was in my early 20s. Get a truck again, start hauling scrap metals, making some money doing that, haul scrap, make money moving people, make money towing people, towing cars with it. But I need to get a truck, and I'm going to get a flatbed trailer too, so I can haul cars and stuff. I want a flatbed trailer. That guy was doing. Started getting into the turning lane and back over. I think he's lost. Yeah, these heated seats feel nice. I haven't had a car with a heated seat in it in a long time, and the car that had heated seats in it when I had it weren't even mine anyways. It was my old lady's at the time, April's car. She had a nice 2015 Ford Fiesta, not the station wagon one, the sedan one. That had heated seats in it and everything. It was a nice little car. That was like the only other car I've ever been in before. Drove and did stuff with that ever had heated seats. It's just that one car. I mean, I really don't care if they're heated or the seats are heated or not. That's just extra bells and whistles, but car's got a lot of the bells and whistles, honestly. Touchscreen radio in it, sunroof in it. Nice smooth transition downshift and back into an upshift right here. Getting the, like I said, once you've driven a standard when you were younger, it don't leave you. It stays with you. It's like riding a bike. It might be a little rusty at first when you get back into a standard, but never leaves you. Look for Bobby's car. Oh, he's parked down here. I'll go park in front of him. Parking in a different spot than normal.